Hello, my name is J-Max or Renee. You can call me either, because either work fine. Oop, I can get this charger out of the way. My phone's almost dead, but I need to record. And this is my sketchbook named Macy. I name my sketchbooks because it makes them feel a bit more personal. Her name's Macy. They're like my children. I love them so much. And yeah, I finished the sketchbook a couple months ago, and I thought I would do a sketchbook tour now because better late than never, right? So I started this sketchbook. Oh, I should probably say what sketchbook this is. It's an Ohuhu mixed media sketchbook. The current sketchbook I'm working on right now is the exact same sketchbook, except it's like a square. I don't have it here with me. It's out in the dining room, and I don't feel like getting up. And I have another sketchbook I've been really loving, square sketchbooks. Here he is. No, this one's she. This is Dorothy. This is one of my current sketchbooks. I'll do a sketchbook tour on them. This is my first small sketchbook. I didn't see the appeal of small sketchbooks until I actually feel it's almost done. It's right here. This is the next spread. It is almost done, so you'll be getting a sketchbook tour on Dorothy soon. But my other sketchbook, my new sketchbook, is named Phineas. Not Phineas and Ferb. I don't know why Phineas was the name that stuck, but it was. So yeah, this is an Ohuhu mixed media sketchbook. And yeah. So I started this in January on the 15th of 2025, and I finished it a day over a year later. This is a sketch my friend made. He saw that I was not having a good day that day, so he drew me a bug, and I love bugs, specifically beetles, and I love beetles, and I think they're so cool and like so interesting, and he drew me one to make me feel better, and it did work. I felt so much better, so I glued it into the front of my sketchbook because I loved it so much. Here's my old Sona. My Sona no longer looks like this. It's an alien now, because I'll tell you when we get there why it turned into an alien. This character is also an alien. See the theme? I love aliens. Her name's Maria, and her sister not no longer. She never had a name, and she needs a name because I love her dearly. I love her sister's design so much. I love this sketch specifically. These two, I love the expression on her face on this one. I love the side view for this one, and this was my first time designing her, and I loved her dearly. Tiffany and Maria, they're best friends, but she's trying to destroy the Earth, and she's just living here, but because her best friend is living on Earth, she won't destroy it yet. So there's that, and I think their dynamic is so cute. My friends like to say they're lesbians. I'm not mad about that. Here's Alex. Alex no longer has like this. Well, she does, but it's like different. It's like a carnival theme now, which I think is kind of cool. Oh, and this is me and my friend's Roblox avatar. This is Phoebe. Phoebe is my zombie OC from my written novel called Dead Eye Luck. I'm working on it. I don't know if I'm ever going to post it, but this is Phoebe. Lucky. Lucky is no longer looks like this, and I hated this pose so much. Tammy, I don't like this Tammy, but we'll move on from that. This is when Tammy was getting her like redesign of her hair, and like she like went through a whole new look. Dream Girl. This is Miss June, not Miss May. It's Miss June. Her old design, Miss June and May, don't look like that anymore. Dream Girl, more Dream Girl. Starla, one of my old OCs. I don't know why I stopped coloring this in. I think I hated it for a second, and then I never came back to it, but I think it's cute. Starla is now turned into a different being altogether, but I love Starla like this either way. I think she's still cute this way. I love both versions of her. Then here's my old Sona. it used to be a demon with like this inky eye, and I will say she's quite recognizable, but she just didn't fit my vibe or my personality very well, so I changed her. You'll see later on in the sketchbook when I changed her. I don't like this drawing of Maria. It can go die in a hole. I hate it so much. Here is Eleanor. I love Eleanor. Eleanor is so pooky. I remember drawing these in art class. I think I was in art class, and I was really annoyed because I already knew how to do everything. They were teaching us how to use watercolor, and I already knew how to do that, so I was just sketching. And the art teacher knew I knew how to do everything, like using art supplies that we were using. It was very basic, and it was just like, oh, you apply this for watercolor and whatnot, and I was really bored, and I think she knew that. So she just let me sketch. Tammy, Tabitha, it's a bunch of Tammy, Tabitha. There's one Shay here. Tabitha no longer looks like this, but she's a cutie patootie either way. Oh, child, Tabitha. Tammy, I don't like that drawing of Tammy. Tammy with May Yu, which I don't know why I decided that, but Tammy. This was supposed to be child Tammy, but I decided no. A child Tabitha. This is a bunch of child Tabitha. I think this is when I decided that Tabitha would have braids. This was my old, because I was making a VTuber model around this. I really like this sketch. I was making a VTuber model around this time, but I never ended up doing this. These were my like stream ended, on break, and starting soon screen. Here used to be my old little chat or whatever, because most people have little chat animals, so here's what mine was. I still think it's really cute. I think I still might use my old Sona as a different OC. I'm gonna redesign her, so I think I might turn that into a different video. But I still love her. She's still so cute, and she just doesn't match my vibe, so I changed her. Oh, and Tammy. I love Tammy. This is another written novel character that I decided to draw out. I don't know how to design weapons, so there's that. This is Ranitha or Ren, Pinka, which Pinka is like a son to Ranitha, even though they're half siblings, because there's a whole complicated thing about that. But basically, Ranitha raises Pinka. Queen Ranitha, she's a queen. Eleanor is technically a princess, but she doesn't have any connection to her throne, so it's kind of complicated. I need to write it down somewhere again, because I kind of deleted the old story and now I have to rewrite it. Tiffany and her sister. No, not Tiffany's sister. Maria's sister. I love them. I just kind of BS these poses, but I still think they turned out pretty good. Most of the time I just draw from my head, and it's kind of 50-50 whether they turn out good or not. So, yeah, I hated this drawing. It was of... It looks like Ben and Shay, because of these glasses and that little part there. I assume that's Ben. More Starla, Jade, Tiffany, and Tammy. I think I got my Artex markers around this time, and I hadn't colored in a version of Tammy yet, and this was the first draft of her colored in version. I like it. I was just kind of playing around it, so I wanted to use all the colors I possibly could. I remember drawing this because my butt hurt really badly drawing this, because I was in the, what's it called, gym for like 3 hours straight, sitting on those bleachers, and that hurt my butt really bad because it was so uncomfortable. And I drew these during testing season, so I was just waiting. I had already finished testing, and yeah, I did good. I remember I did good. Got 4s and 5s, which is really good. This is Ben's old design. He no longer looks like this, but he kind of slayed like that. And Buggy, I love Buggy. I was gonna give Tiffany a brother, but I decided against it because I was like, no. But I still think this design would have been okay for a brother. I just don't enjoy drawing male designs. I think I looked at a reference for this, but I didn't for these. More playing around with my Arctic markers. Tiffany. I always color her hair in pink, but like it's actually like a dark red. And I hate these drawings on this page. I was kind of mad at them. I was working on model things. My Sona. Magical girl. She's supposed to be an apple pie magical girl. I just kind of hated these drawings in general. They weren't my favorite. This was going to be a new Sona for me. I just decided against it because I was like, I don't know what came over me. I think I was really bored this day, and I wanted to see if I made like a school haunted like person for myself. And I like this design the most. This design is probably my favorite. This one or this one. I kind of like these two. And then like their name would be like Juju, like bad juju, like bad luck. So I gave them a one-eyed black cat because like they have one eye. I don't know. I thought I was smart for that, but I think I'm going to turn it into an OC at some point. Like, maybe I'll turn it into a Rooms OC. I don't know. Here's more Tammy. I remember I was in tech theater class. We were watching a movie, and I didn't want to watch the movie, so I drew instead. I still got my homework done for that, though, so it didn't really matter, because it was just watching the movie and it'd be like, oh, you answer this question. I was like, okay, I'll answer this question when it comes up. This used to be my old little mascot for a company I wanted to make, but I just never went through with it. More Tammy. I think I drew these with crayons, and then this with crayons, and then I like sketched over it with a blue color pencil. This was like all Tammy except like this little bunny guy. Ooh, I drew these on the bus to districts for track and field. I do javelin. And yeah, the person sitting next to me, I asked them what animals I should draw, except this one. That one was to my old accord. I just like kind of wanted to draw an owl. I really like owls, so yeah. And this is the animals, except this one. They picked a giraffe, and I think this is called a sea angel. I don't know, I'm unsure. But I drew this guy to fill in space a little bit later. I think I drew it on the way home. These are old video game characters. They don't look like this anymore, nor do they really exist anymore. This was the lineup for Static for a hot second. They don't look like this anymore, especially them two and them two. Shay and Tammy were pretty submitted designs. I just have a hard time designing men or keeping men designs around, so yeah. And then here's them like interacting with the children of the group, the adopted children, which their designs changed like immediately after I designed them initially. So that was fun. This is Etho, and this is Marianne. I love them so much. They're like my babies, and I love them. I take them everywhere I go. This is Ben or Benito. Shay, Dakota, Tammy, and Shay, which I don't know. I feel like Shay would try to teach them how to read Braille, but they wouldn't be too interested at first. More of my old Sona. I drew my Sona a bunch when... I really like this pose, actually. Like, it looks like she's actually looking up closer. Like, I really like it. I think it's really cool. And I like this little sketch. I think it's really silly. This was art camp last year. I go to an art camp every year. It's so fun. The theme was Order in the Arts. And this was me sketching out concepts for that. These two are literal meanings, and this is like laws kind of thing. And here's the character design. Here's the art piece I designed. I'll put it up on screen, maybe. I don't know. And these were what I was drawing while I was waiting to get into the camp, or for it to start. So there was that. And I'm currently in art camp this year, so this is like a year old, like precisely a year old, which is crazy that I only got that far into the sketchbook. So I drew a lot between that time. I drew these also during art camp. I remember it was during the senior showcase, and while I was listening to people sing, I came up with these characters named Echo Wave, and her name was Lucy. I don't know if I'm going to keep it as Lucy. I think they used to be called Sad Sweeties, which I might just, like, completely turn this into a different character, because she slowly transformed into a different character, and then I was like, I still like this, like, design, this, like, oh, I don't know. This ended up being really close to the concept I went with. Here's supposed to be, like, second paintings I didn't, end up doing. Here's more Echo Wave. She's supposed to, like, start off with these long braids that she doesn't really like, but she doesn't want to cut her hair. And then a hairstylist slash singer who wants to be a hairstylist and not a singer. They, like, switch places, and I think their dynamic is so cute. I love Lucy, I guess for now. Lucy so much. I love my idol, Lucy. She's such a cutie patootie. Here was supposed to be, like, a tech major, I guess, for that idol thing. She was supposed to be very into tech, and she has, like, hearing loss, so visuals are very important to her. But, I need to redesign her. I was trying to draw myself here. Oh, and my cat, or one of my cats. I got 2 cats. Milo and Daisy. And I was trying to design myself in my art style, but I don't like it. It don't look like me. I just woke up. It's like 7, 8 in the morning. This was a Hercules beetle. I really like the Hercules beetle. Obviously, this is a Hercules beetle. Dragonfly and spider. And then this is another alien OC that I decided to incorporate into, this universe. That she used to be, like, this very shy girl. Her name was Sammy. Her name's still Sammy. And I still think she's super cute. And here is the sister and Maria. Yeah, I feel like if one of them got mad, the other would get mad really easily. Then here's Tiffany. Dead out of luck. I drew them. Here's Lucky now. You saw her old design. She still has, like, really bad hairstyle because she's supposed to be really into bugs. I think I was just, like, putting my own interest into her, but she's really into bugs. She has, like, I don't know, she cuts her own hair and it turns out really bad, so Phoebe goes and tries to fix it. And Phoebe, of course, I like how her hair looks in this one. I don't like how she looks in this one. I think Lucky looks cute in all these. I like this pose specifically because it's like her sleeping on her lap while she stays look and guard for any potential threats. Here's a page full of my friends or mutuals, except this one and this one. They're the same guy. So as you can see, I just hate drawing them. My friend Scruffy, he's very cool. A mutual named Rotten PH, they're so nice. Sloopy, I love Sloopy Sona so much. Sloopy is so cute. And then Who Am I, or Comrade, because they're awesome and they're like one of my best friends. Here was like keychain designs for Static. I still really like these, and I'm still probably gonna turn them into keychains if and when I do my comic. Here's when I designed Mara. Mara, yes, she's so evil. She's Tammy's sister. I designed her. She'd only been a concept, and she was a nice person until I drew this little sketch of her, and now she's evil. Pierce, Tammy, and Bug. I just got new highlighters, and I don't know if you can tell by my sketchbook, but there's very minimal pencil drawing in here. And I just love highlighter and pen so much. It's like my whole life for the past like 6 years. So there's that. Here, I'm gonna have to blur that out, but here's my cousin's OCs. I drew them out while she was describing them to me. This is her fairy OCs, which I think is so cute. She came up with a story, which I feel like for a very young child that she was, it was very, very deep. She made a very deep story. So this is the fairy night princess. She's the main character, and this is her mom, quote unquote. Her mom actually stole her away, and she's actually the villain, and this is actually the good person. This is her mom, actually. She was stolen away from her, and it's supposed to be that big plot twist, and I thought that was kind of cool, and it's like very themed. So yeah, and they're sisters. They're sisters. I forgot to mention that. They're sisters. So evil aunt who stole her away from her actual mom. I thought that was crazy plot twist. Blue! And here are some adoptables that I made based off what my cousins were saying. I was just like, give me some random items. One was a ruler and one was cherries. So I did that. And then there was a challenge going around that I felt too lazy, but I didn't want to like miss out on it. So you would name, like, you would have your character pose as their name, and this is Blue's, because her name's Blue, because I've only ever sketched her out in blue, and then this is pink. They're lesbians, because why not? And I love Blue. She's like a fun character I made up so I could pose a character. I have characters that I draw for strictly posing or like just to draw for fun. And Blue is one of those characters. And I gave her long hair because I love drawing long hair. It's one of my joys in life. My friends also call her Off-Brand Hatsune Miku. So there's that. More Mara. Mara. I like this page of Mara. Here's Silas, Tammy's brother. I don't like drawing men, so it was very lazy drawings of him. That I was trying to redesign him because Static went through a whole redesign. Here's more drawings of him. This was very lazy. Bug. And this was probably the best drawing I have of him in my sketchbook. Here's some pose references that I took offline, and I thought they were super cute. I kind of took these hands and just randomly, like, posed my hand. Or Mara. That was the root of my phone. It just turned off. I don't know why. Here's Static teen/adults in their sleepwear. I think they're really cute. I thought I would also emulate how they are in the morning. I feel like that she would be angry, but, like, she wouldn't, like, complain. She would just be like, I'm here, but I'm angry. She would be confused. She doesn't know when she is when she wakes up. I feel like Dakota would be a morning person, surprisingly. Dakota would definitely be a morning person. And then Ben, he's full-on rage. Don't wake him up. I remember drawing this at, like, 3 o'clock in the morning. I was so tired, but I couldn't fall asleep, so... yeah. Oh yeah, this was like a piece I didn't want anyone to see, but to see the rest of the hand, you can like flip this up. And yeah, these were like pose references that I looked up to practice posing, because these actually really helped me. I just don't enjoy doing them, so I never do them. But they really helped, so I should really do more. This was still really early in the morning. Here's my friend. We're gonna refer to her as Lore, because Lore. Here's me. More animals. I don't like these animals, except this cat. This cat's really cute. You can barely see it, probably, but here's a cat right here. And then here's Shay Miku. It's like my first drawing of Miku. I was trying to draw her from memory. I kind of hate it. Marianne and my duck-obsessed boy named Ito. More idol characters. I think I started drawing my idol characters because they have tooth gaps. She has tooth gap. It kind of... Oh, an Echo Life. Yep. Oh, and the twins' mom. I'm not going to get into that too much, but if you know, you know. Okay, this was her final design. This was me, like, designing her. Except that's Shay. We ignore where her eye was. Okay, here's me, like, redesigning Tabitha. She went through a big change, I think, the most. Here's my Cookie Run Kingdom OCs, but we don't really talk about them, because I have new ones that I love more. Venus Fly Cookie, which I still love Venus Fly Trap Cookie. I think she's still super cute, so I kept her. I was in art class. I was drawing more bugs. I love bugs. And we made stamps, so that's why you see these, like, stamps. So that's what we did in sculpture, because this was sculpture class at the beginning of this school year, or last school year, because I'm in summer now. More Tabitha. He was closer to her design now. Pose references I was doing during sculpture. Kind of had to sneak my phone in order to look at these, but it's whatever. I hated these drawings. I still do, but me and my friends created a board game for GameSim, and it was like Go Big or Go Gnome. It was like a gambling game. I still have it. It's a gambling game full of gnomes, and I think it's great. Mine was this one. Lore's was this one. This is Paul, and this is Waycat. I forget. I think this is Nomita and Lily. And Shay and Tammy. Luca! I love Luca! She's my favorite. Teto, you could tell who the favorite is between them. I don't remember what this is, but I hated it. So, there's that. Dream Girl, Idol OC. Old mascot, but I still love her. She turned into a circus OC, and yeah. Miss June and Miss May. Miss June and Miss May. June and May. June and May. More dream characters. More of that story with, like, Renitha, Queen Renitha. Queen Aloe, which is Queen Renitha's mom. This is... I need to blur that out. This is my friend. She's pretty cool. She asked me to draw her, and she'd, like, been asking to draw her so many times that I was like, okay, I got you. And then this is Pinka. This is Pinka's mom. And then this is Eleanor's grandmother. And then this is when I turned my OC into an alien. I love. Then here's an OC that I kind of like. I'm not sure. I know I spelled Yaoi wrong. Don't come out at me. And then this is the original drawing. It's like very faded, and because I don't put sealant on anything. I don't know how to pronounce this cookie's name, but I didn't. I don't know. I drew her. She's like one of my favorites. Renitha, Tiffany. No, you're not Tiffany. I always like to call you Tiffany. You're not Tiffany, though. And he's relevant in the story. He just doesn't have a name. Pinka holding onto his tail, because I think as a little lizard gecko guy, he would do that. Maria with, oh my god, that voice break. Would love to yip yap. They're definitely a listener and a duo. listener and yapper duo, Tiffany and Maria. This is myself. I kind of love this chibi version of myself. I think it's cute. Here's Alex in her circus form. My friend let me borrow her purple highlighter. It was like the perfect purple. I love this purple. And I drew the lesbians. I drew the lesbians. I love drawing lesbians. I think this is me projecting. I'm very sexual. Furry version of my Sona. Is this my first Sona? I don't know. Tammy, this was my friend. This is my friend. I had to think for a second. That is one of my friends. Holy art regression. See, that was so good. And I hate this. I hate that. I think by the end of the sketchbook, I was like trying a lot less. And yeah. I think this is Ranitha's mom. My friend. I was teaching my friend how to draw Dakota because she likes to say Dakota is her goat. She loves Dakota. Benito and Marianne and Ito. This was a very lazy drawing. Tammy and Tiffany. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to go to the bathroom. I was doing random poses with Blue again. Milk again. Miku. Tabitha, we're getting closer to what her design looks like now. Silas, they're dating. I love them. I drew the siblings. This sibling doesn't exist anymore. But Rosa does. Rosa and Benito. I love them. They're the best siblings ever. This is really close. This is, if not her design. This is Tabitha and her brother, Dakota, which I don't know if I mentioned that. She's changed who her sibling is a bunch of times. Then here's Tammy, Silas, and Mara. Then here's my Coltoses. Oh, and there she is again. There she is again. Ira. I know Ira's a boy name, but like, I can do whatever the heck I want. Idoloses. This is the older brother of who I'm calling Lucy for now. That's not gonna be her name forever, but it's who I'm calling Lucy for now. And my friend also says this is their goat. They love him so much. Single dad. This is his daughter, because his ex-girlfriend died. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is like a list of all the stories that are in here. Okay, I'm an alien, dead out of luck, dream kid, static, Queen Wren, Echo Wave, Circus Mayhem, Food Fight, My Dear, and Monsters Everywhere. That's good to know. I babyfied the baby a bit more. And, yeah, I don't know how to say it. I drew Laura again, and this is Laura's drawing on my book. I was playing with my watercolor. I also didn't want to finish the spread, so that's why that's there. I didn't know why Lucy looked so off in this drawing. I know now. I'm not gonna say why she looks so off. You guys can figure that out. More of the baby. Her name's Melody, which I think is funny. Ooh, I skipped a page. What did I skip? Oh, more watercolor. I was playing with watercolor. I hate this drawing of her. I hate this page in general. I'm moving on. Except these. I do like these silhouettes for, the mistress or, cult leader. And then Tabitha slayed in this. I love it. And then some more Sammy. If you don't remember her, she's like the spider girl. Tammy and Sammy. That kind of rhymes. And then Bug. This is Bug Spray, and Mara's using it on Bug. Haha. Bye-bye, Wi-Fi. I feel like they would have major beef. More Bug and Mara hating each other. Alex. I love Alex. And Alex's sister, which was my old mascot, but I was like, don't want to get rid of her. So I turned her into a clown or a jester. She's more jester-like in Alex is a clown. One Cent is another clown OC, and she took over the job, and I think she would hate One Cent's job. She's like a different kind. She's more of a stunt clown than a like performance kind of clown. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but she usually doesn't do this kind of clown work. And her sister, I think I already said that. Masona, Jade, and more Jade. More lesbians. I love lesbians. Oh my gosh. I imagine that they can't touch each other because she's a cloud and she's the literal sun. I feel like she would burn her, but in order to show her love for Claudia, she would burn flowers to show that she cares. And I never got the name of this OC. It was my friend's old posing OC. This is posing OC as well. Because I was drawing blue and I was like, I have another posing OC. It's for when I don't feel like drawing faces or whatnot, so that's why she has a little cloud head. I made her a little bit more plus size, I think. I don't know, I'm not very good at drawing plus size characters, but I love them. Here's Claudia, and I'm gonna call her Ray for now. We're gonna call her Ray. I drew these on Christmas Eve. This spread was on Christmas Eve. It was really late at night, and I was like, I'm bored. I'll text a friend. And they told me to redraw one of my really old OCs named Parker. And this is where Minnie was born. I don't know why this character came into mind, but I was like, oh, I want to draw this. And yeah, I don't know. I want blue with her hair. It's caught in a brush with pink. I changed the style for Monsters Everywhere to have these more realistic eyes to make them more off-putting, and like I gave them all their teeth because I thought that would make them a bit more off-putting. It does make the art piece of Minnie look really weird, which is the goal. I need to stop moving my leg. There's a random noise in the background because of my leg. Okay, I hated this drawing. I wanted to redraw it, and I did, and I loved this one a lot more, and I'm glad I redrew it. More Minnie, but like more simplified, and my sister likes to call her Lime. She evil aunt. Annabeth, her first design, oh my gosh, she looks so different now. I might turn her back to being blonde though. That is something that's up on the table right now. And this is Nice Aunt. She's not a part of the same universe, but I feel like because she's such a nice aunt, and she looks at her evil aunt, and she's like, oh my. They're not in the same universe, but I thought it would be cool. Okay, this is Koi. I don't know why I put Koi and evil aunt on the same page, but they're not even in the same universe. It's part of my idol universe called Echo Wave. He's a choreographer. He really likes choreographing like stuff. So I drew I paused random dance videos in the middle of like wherever, just pause them randomly, and I drew the pose that they were hitting in that precise moment, and I made myself only take 2 minutes on them, so they were very, very gesture more than accurate, but I quite enjoyed doing that. Here's me redesigning this guy. I love his design now. He gets another small redesign, I chop his hair off a tad bit, he gets shorter hair, but yeah, he changed a lot. He changed a whole race. There's that. Their boyfriend's Koi and him, because I said so. I said so. I said so. Anyways, more Lucy. I hate this drawing of Lucy. Oh my gosh. I don't like that drawing of Lucy. I feel like the effort putting into... Oh, it's so sad. I feel like these drawings should have swapped places. I feel like... Yeah, but boyfriends. Cookie and Milk. I love Cookie and Milk. Lollipop Magical Girl. I think she's so cute. She's a side character, but I thought she'd be super cute. I drew out her silhouette, which her silhouette looks pretty good. Strawberry Magical Girl, she's another side character, but I love her design so much. Strawberry Milk, my friend, like, told me to draw this, and I was like, okay. And I like the concept of this, so I was like, wait, let me redraw this, and I did, and I love this version of her design so much. It's so yummy. Oh my gosh, I keep yawning. Here's Pineapple. Pineapple is Strawberry Milk's sister. Very controlling sister. They both fence, though. Cherry, Magical Girl, Milk again, Cookie, Strawberry Milk, but like closer up. Salt. No, this is Pepper and this is Salt. Nope. I don't remember who's who, but I really like this one's design. I think it's really cool. I don't like this one's design as much, but I like this one. This is Milk and Strawberry Milk. That's why I drew these two. I thought these two are side characters, but there's a bunch of side magical girls that like die, but we don't. I love this doodle. I think it's so cute. She has like one of those jousting poles. She's a carrot magical girl, and I think that she's so cute. She's such a nervous little baby, but she's like one of those main side characters. She's not the main character, but she's a side character. Here's more of the Cherry magical girl and her sister, her twin sister, who's the Tomato magical girl. Here's the main character. She doesn't look like that. I didn't like her design at that point, but she was still. She has a new design. She's Napoleon ice cream. I don't know how to just say it. Okay, this is my friend's actual dog. I think it's actually pretty precise because this dog has the biggest head ever, and I think he's so funny, so goofy. I drew this. I was trying to draw like pictures from Pinterest in my style instead of just drawing them straight up, because I find that more fun, because I don't like drawing. I don't like doing studies, okay? And my Sona 134 is like my favorite number, so I drew her in a uniform. This is 1 through 4. I drew this wolf. It was only the head of the wolf, so I kind of guesstimated the body, and I think it turned out pretty good. Bird. More bird. I love bird. Birds are awesome. Here's another Monsters Everywhere OC. I drew this from a Pinterest reference, and then I drew it again, but she never ended up being a character. Here's more of my Sona. More of my Sona. I don't like this drawing of my Sona. Then here's, I don't think I wrote this one down, and I put this story in my story card. I didn't write this one down, but this is a story called Your Lavender Scent Still Lingers. I think I'm gonna make it into a written thing. Goody. Oh my gosh. Goody, Goody, Goody. I love Goody. This is like her first ever concept, and it was awesome. That's awesome. I was gonna, she's like become like my whole personality, and I love Goody. There's in Dorothy, like 3/4, like I could probably turn to most of these pages and find Goody. There's a lot of Goody in Dorothy, so be ready for that. I was gonna make a little figure of her. I didn't end up doing that. I might do it on my iPad. I'm strongly considering it, because I still like this concept. Here's more Goody. Me and my friend, my goats from Sailor Moon. More drawings of Goody figures. Here's an OC that I made for my friend. It was gonna be her Sona, but she decided against it. I thought I was a genius. It's a rattlesnake, but she lost her rattle, so she attached a bell to it instead, because I accidentally messed up when drawing the tail. We proceed, though. We make good. I really like this drawing of it, though. I like the little pose. Oh, and she looks cute here. I was trying to give him a sister. Again, I cut his hair, but I like his hair a lot more like this, because I don't know. Koi. I was trying to give him a sister. I stole like a hairstyle from a girl I saw in my school hallway. She is so cool. I don't know why. I didn't like this drawing of it, so I just put no, no, no. Here's, she doesn't have a name yet, but she used to be an idol, but she didn't really want to be an idol. She wanted to be a hairdresser. So she's the hairstylist of the group, and she's a bit older than everybody else. But she's super uncomfortable in performing wear, so that's her old performance outfit. Again, I was trying to design him a sister. This is, like, the design I, like, finalized on. I'm still not sure. He's supposed to be the moon, and... No, she's supposed to be a moon, and he's supposed to be a star. They're twins. I'm not sure still, though. Here's Scribble. My friends wanted me to draw a femboy, but I was like, I already have a femboy character, so I drew Scribble. It's been a while since I've drawn him. It was, like, since, like, 3 years ago I've drawn him, so I was like, I will redeem you, Scribble, so I drew him. And I feel like Maria and Tiffany, she would have a hard time a lot of the time. She'd be very conflicted about her actual job, and Maria would comfort her and be like, it's okay, even though it's not, because she's trying to destroy Earth. But I don't like this drawing. That's all I gotta say. Oh, we're on, like, the last page that I drew on. I drew her in Animal Crossing because I was playing Animal Crossing and I wanted to. Her with her hair down. I drew the spaceship again because I drew it on the first page and I thought it would be cool. Sammy. Love Sammy. More Maria. I thought it'd be fun to, like, and Maria's sister. I thought it'd be fun to, like, commemorate the old pages. I drew her in the Animal Crossing style because I was playing Animal Crossing. And then here's my friends' drawings. Oh my gosh, my friends. I have friends, guys. I have friends. I'll blur out any of their names. Because I don't want them to get... Oh, and my name. We blur out my name, too. We're blurring out everybody's names so that they don't get Jones. Oh, and here's me saying bye-bye to the sketchbook. I don't think I put anything in these side pockets. No, I didn't. Put a lot in my new one. I'll put that there. Macy, my baby. And yeah, that's the end of the sketchbook. I should probably go grab my other one. Wait, I'll go do that. Okay, so I have Phineas. I decorated the cover of it, actually. I actually decorated it, so I think that's fun. I added this little keychain thing onto it. I often have keychains on it. I just didn't put one on it right now because I'm scared to lose them. I'm so scared to lose my keychains, so I sit up on a wall. And yeah, so this is the next one. It's not that far into it yet. I'm only like right here where this little tab thing is. It's a wrapper. This sketchbook is definitely a lot more fun than my last one. This one, I enjoy it a lot more. I've been enjoying like scrapbooking in it. Like not like trash booking it. Like I put a bunch of trash in it and it brings me a lot of joy, as you can see. So there's that. The next sketchbook tour is probably gonna be Dorothy, because Dorothy's almost done, and I have Dorothy's replacement coming soon. I actually think I have Dorothy's replacement when Dorothy is done. But yeah, this is Dorothy, Phineas, and Macy. I don't remember why I left space there, but there was a reason, and I'm gonna keep it with that reason. So yeah, I'll go get Dorothy, and where's her replacement? I found it. Okay. Her replacement when Dorothy is done is this purple one. You guys can leave suggestions down in the comment section. I'm sorry if you heard my dad sneeze. And this is a little keychain my little sister made me. She does resin art. It's so cool. And I kind of like put a little bit of stuff in this one, but like not really. Because I just felt like it. I felt like it. So there's that. So it's a little bit of trash in that one already. So leave name suggestions. I'll probably finish this one in the next like 2 months? Month? Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, I'm super excited to show you guys these two and start this one with you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever. Bye!